I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
EJ Johnson, shut the f up. Like, say what the f you gotta say and get the f on. Cause what the f do you mean you like to be with straight men who used to be with women? You like DL men, they're fucking gay. Like, what is this competition do y'all have with fucking women? Like, I don't understand that.
Oh my God, somebody please say it ain't so. It's either EJ Johnson took her man or she's overly concerned about a gay man's personal business. For everybody watching this video that's comfortable with their sexuality, make sure y'all hit that like button and leave a comment below. The rumor is EJ Johnson took her man while she was with him. It must be true because I don't understand why a full-blown woman would be in her feelings about someone that we all know is not a natural-born woman. Unless she feels that some men would rather be with another man just to avoid the ratchetness of some modern-day women. EJ Johnson made a whole lot of women nervous when he stole a man from his own sister. So imagine what he could possibly do when it comes to women complaining about his lifestyle.
You know, you and your sister liking the same guy.
Honestly, that is ultimately what got the show picked up. But also, you know, in terms of the gender and sexualities and stuff like that, it was very important because that happens. You know, you can, I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
Tell me more about that.
You know, it's just, I think, like, if you ask any of the girls, like, they'll tell you the same. And I think they're just labels. You know, that's why, like, I don't care what, you know, like, I'm dating someone. I'm like, I don't care what you identify as or what you call yourself, as long as you're happy being who you are. But no, but to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, you know, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there.
There's gay and straight men out there that's not worried about nothing EJ Johnson is talking about. But unfortunately, there's a bunch of women that's butthurt their feelings about it.
If you wear a size 27 shoe and you 7'5" with a 7-foot wingspan from fingertip to fingertip, I don't care how much makeup you put on. I don't care how many expensive dresses you put on. I don't care what type of heels you put on them 27 size shoe feet. I don't care how prissy you are. You cannot clear a woman on her worst day. You cannot clear the blueprint of what you're trying to be, EJ Johnson. I don't know if y'all saw that, where he was talking about how he doesn't attract straight men. He doesn't attract gay men. He only attracts straight men. And that every time he walks into a room, he always looks better than all the women in there. And he gets, like, all the men or whatever, they're all attracted to him, I guess. And he just clears all the women because they never look good. They don't look as good as he does. And it's like, you know what, no shade. But clearly, and it was funny is that I think that he actually believes the lies that he tells himself. EJ, baby, you're still a man. I know you like dresses and makeup, and I know you like pretty things. I do too. But you're still a man. So if a man is sleeping with you or wants to sleep with you or wants to have a romantic relationship or connection with you, he's gay, honey. You don't attract straight men.
What about the men dealing with overly masculine women? Should they might as well be gay?
But no, but to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, you know, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there. And also, like, they're like, you know, they kind of like wave you off. You're just like, oh, that, you know, hey girl, like, you know, it's not, you're not in here like the rest of us are. You know, it's just, it's always, but it's, I never really understood it until now, because before, when I would go and I just was like, there's something about this room. It's like, it's almost like they don't want me here. Like, I'm not really in it here because I'm not presenting as a man. I'm not presenting in that way.
And to be clear, the gay community room.
Yeah.
Of your own community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like a shameful thing, or just like, oh, they're mean to me, but it's like, these are not my men in terms of attraction. Now, if I'm just going to have a kiki, sure. But like, these are not the men that are interested in me in that capacity. I do that when I go to the straight rooms.
Also, y'all owe Nene Leakes an apology. Because when she did that interview with Madison, And she said the same thing. She said, well, if somebody sleeps with you and somebody sleeps with me, they're not straight. And y'all called her all kinds of names, right? Because you understand the delusion now. E.J. Johnson and Madison both said that men that sleep with them are straight. And Nene just asked the question, and people came at her. But see how you do, black women? When black women say something, you try to tear us down. But now that the men are saying it, you're like, oh yeah, I get that. Why are you trying to add layers of confusion to things and then trying to gaslight us? But see, they be in competition with women. Now everybody understands that there's a difference between women and men, right? Because now you're seeing. EJ just said the quiet part out loud. He said what people don't usually say. He sat there, he said it. He said he's better than any woman that he's ever seen. He looks better than any woman that he ever seen. So again, he differentiated between women and men at that moment. But see, people try to gaslight us. So now a man, let's sleep with a man is straight. Like, come on, at some point the delusion has to end. Y'all owe Nene Leakes an apology. All she did was actually sat in that man's face and asked him to his face. She didn't, say it elsewhere. She said it right there. And no, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense if two people with the same body parts sleep together that they are straight people. It doesn't make sense. But y'all see it now that men are saying it. But let me just say, nobody has to coddle anybody's delusions. Nobody has to coddle anybody's delusions. That's just what it is. If you want to be coddled, then listen, don't come to the people who just are making sense. If we're making, we're making sense. And like I said, people always slip up when they keep talking. EJ kept talking and he said he looks better than any woman. So now you look better than any woman. I thought you were a woman. So now how do you differentiate now that you say you look better than women that you say you are? Like, come on, like
I'm pretty sure the women commenting on E.J. Johnson ain't got no man. They can't have no man, because if they did, they would be having that conversation with their man and not social media.
It's not like a shameful thing or just like, oh, they're mean to me, but it's like, these are not my men in terms of attraction. Now, if I'm just going to have a kiki, sure. But like, these are not the men that are interested in me in that capacity. I do that when I go to the straight rooms.
So, has it always been that way for you in terms of when it comes to men? Has it always been what some people consider the straight guy always being the one that would approach you?
Or somebody who, has been intimate and dating, women for most of their life or like up until then. For sure. Absolutely. It has always been that way, but now it's like even more so. Now that I definitely present in more of a feminine way, because also like, it's like my energy.
Quiet as it's kept, E.J. Johnson is just a product of his mother. He is his mother's son. And if those of you who know what the fuck I mean when I say that, because his mother stalked the out of Magic Johnson, was the ultimate pick-me, literally begged that man to be with her. He has no really good examples or people to look up to when it comes to relationships, when it comes to self-esteem, when it comes to self-love, because I'm sorry, both of his parents are f***ed up human beings. They are both weirdos. Like, I need y'all to understand. And then him growing up in Hollywood, which is already weird within itself, like that community of people is already on some weird, like, they have really good PR, but Magic Johnson was a horrible man, and he settled down because he had no other choice. And I think her name, I think I'm like confusing Cookie with someone, but I think it's Cookie, whatever her name is, was the only woman that was willing to stay with him with his HIV positive status. And that's not to shade people who have this disease, but I need y'all to understand, Magic Johnson settled because he had no other choice. She begged to be with that man. He put her at risk, and she still stayed with him because she was obsessed with him. You can't tell me that didn't have an effect on their children and how they raised them, and the thing is, like, they're old enough now to know the story of how their mother met their father. And quiet as it's kept, E.J. Johnson is shaped like his daddy, but has the face of his mother. There wasn't much going to come out of that genetically. There wasn't much that was going to come out of that. He's delusional and he needs therapy. His parents needed a therapist. His mother desperately needed a therapist. And this is why generational trauma is like so harmful, because you don't even realize the patterns that you pass down to your children. Like, EJ Johnson is just a product of the environment that his parents have created.
EJ Johnson, shut the up. Like, say what the you gotta say and get the on. Cause what the do you mean you like to be with straight men who used to be with women? You like DL men, they're fucking gay. Like, what is this competition that y'all have with fucking women? Like, I don't understand that. That bugs me the out. Like, I look cuter in a dress than most women. Who the asked you? And no, the you don't. You got a whole brick face with a fucking pixie cut. Who do you look better than? Like, who the you look better than? Like, it's one thing to want to be a woman. Okay, that's you. But you can't be happy within yourself if you still make everything in competition when it comes to women. You're not happy being who you are. And it shows. Because if you happy with who you are on the inside, you would not have to bring up how you look better than a woman in any outfit, in any day, in any lifetime. People like EJ with their mindset are not happy with themselves. They done did everything under the sun and still not happy. Why? What do women got to do with the you in a dress? Nothing. You're 10 feet tall. About 300 pounds, all muscle. No shade, but keep it a buck. You like DL men.
Oh my God, I just don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. There's a lot of men out there thinking EJ Johnson is pretty. A lot of dudes out there told me personally that EJ Johnson is more attractive than the woman that they with. Do I agree? Hell no. I disagree 1,000%, but some women out there be looking stronger in the face than EJ Johnson. I ain't talking about you beautiful ladies that's watching. I'm talking about the women that's not watching. I'm talking about the women that didn't hit the comment. I'm talking about the women that didn't hit the like button. But for all the people that did, y'all know I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. For the brothers out there, let me know what's going on. To see these women up in arms about EJ Johnson saying what he had to say while his belly is poking out the side of his gown or whatever the case is, it's kind of sickening knowing that there's so many insecure women out there. And for the people out there that will argue and say these women aren't insecure, they're just voicing their opinions. Well, some opinions need to be kept to yourself, because it's looking like insecurities is running rampant with a lot of modern day females, to where they're getting offended by EJ Magic Johnson, tall ass son Johnson. And a lot of y'all dudes out there looking, but that's on y'all. Y'all gonna have to make up your own mind, man. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And for you beautiful ladies out there, I risk my motherfucking life.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.